2.5 years ago when the SEC first sued us, we said publicly that this wasn't just an attack on Ripple, it was an attack on the entire crypto industry. And I think we did see that play out with the SEC getting more and more aggressive and really trying to regulate through enforcement. Look, I feel very good about what we have seen, not just from the UK, but frankly, the fact that the European Union, 27 countries came together to create something they called MiCA. And the fact that we can't have one country here in the United States provide any leadership or clarity. There is now clarity. The rule of law in the United States is clear that XRP is not a security when traded on exchanges, when used for payment. There's a whole bunch of things in the judge's ruling that make it very clear about XRP. The SEC has been clear about Bitcoin also. Now, the unfortunate reality is right now there's clarity for two, Bitcoin and XRP. That's not a good thing. It might be good for Bitcoin and XRP, but it's the reason why we have been calling for clarity for years, even before this lawsuit. And it's, I think, really a call to action from Congress. You saw representatives like Tom Emmer tweeting yesterday that this really is yet another call to action. And I'm optimistic we're actually going to see some forward momentum in Washington to provide some of the clarity that the SEC has really been fighting in some ways and almost sowing confusion.
All right, Bull Runners, welcome back to the channel. So with U.S. banks wanting to work with XRP and Ripple after the victory with the SEC, over 4,096 commercial banks may work with XRP, and also $358 trillion of payments have been optimized. And when we look at how many central banks have been trained by FNA, that's 5,181 central banks. Now, if you're not familiar with FNA, I talked about it in a previous video. It's a leader in advanced network analytics and simulation. Is trusted by the world's largest central banks, government authorities, commercial banks, and financial infrastructures, such as the U.S. Department of Defense, the World Bank, SWIFT, which is basically everything, Hong Kong Monetary Authority of Singapore, Payments of Canada, Bank for International Settlements. And this is on a very small channel of 424 subscribers, 95 views 1 year ago. So virtually nobody knows about this right now. And on their official document showing the liquidity optimization, Ripple defines liquidity requirements with FNA, basically saying that Ripple used FNA to simulate the liquidity needs of banks interacting over a network over time. That made it possible to determine the required liquidity flows within a hub bank to support the projected network volumes and values to justify the benefits of the new service and network. And look at that, ILP, Interledger Protocol with USD, GBP, CNY, BRL, the Euro, CHF, MXN, JPY. And so massive moves are being made right now. You guys are early. You guys are a part of history. Also, Ripple launched their creator fund on bringing the NFTs to life on the XRP ledger a while back, 250 million commitment. And we're doing some massive giveaways and giving away some XRP. But I want to share this with you guys for those of you that are tuning into our masterminds. If you're ready to become the first millionaire in your family tree, we're doing a $100,000 giveaway. This year, we've already given away over $70,000. And in this video, I'm going to share with you how you can get access to our brand new pre-launch that we're doing, and also how you can be entered in to win from our XRP giveaway. We're giving away 100 XRP per day this month to people just like you. And we've already paid out over $500,000 in commissions to people just like you for the pre-launch of our online business app. So every single week, we do 100K masterminds to show you how to start and grow hyper profitable digital businesses online without any experience, without any product, without any service, without knowing anything about crypto, and how to be able to make your first 100K online and then scale that beyond 100K to become the first millionaire in your family tree. So if that sounds exciting to you, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down everything that you need to know, and also how you can be entered in to win from our $100,000 giveaway, where we've already given away over $70,000 in cash, crypto, and NFTs to people just like you for tuning in to our live weekly 100K mastermind sessions, where we teach you exactly step-by-step, point and click, what to do to build a hyper profitable digital business online. You don't need any previous experience. This works for everyday people, and we've already paid out over $500,000. So this is proof that this works. So when you scroll down this page, you'll see exactly what we're doing, but I'm going to break it down in this video to show you exactly what to do step by step to be entered in to win to our XRP giveaways, our crypto giveaways, our cash giveaways, and our NFT giveaways each and every single week. So let's back up the truck, grab the bags, pack them and stack them. You're going to love this video. Let's run it. 2023, they just released their new value report, and here's what they said. There's a $16 trillion opportunity by 2030 for tokenized assets that they are expecting. And about 80+% of global financial leaders are likely to begin using cryptocurrencies, NFTs, CBDCs, stablecoins in their business in the next 3 years. So confidence is highest in cryptocurrencies to meet business needs compared to traditional currencies. And so when we look at that, NFTs are anticipated to have a meaningful impact across a variety of use cases for enterprise, metaverse, and access to events, experiences, masterminds, all of that good stuff. So Ripple with XRP is going to be the main cryptocurrency that has clarity along with Bitcoin. Now, Brad Garlinghouse said that that's not good for the rest of the industry, obviously, but it's good for Bitcoin. It's good for XRP nonetheless. And if we look on the FDIC official digital assets 360-degree presentation right here, talking about distributed ledger technology and digital assets, and who did they mention? They mentioned Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Ripple, and Ethereum. And then they talk about CBDCs, they talk about NFTs as well too. So as this industry changes and as companies like Ripple pioneer, what people are going to be looking for in the future, Ripple is confident that US banks and other financial institutions in the country will start showing interest in adopting XRP and cross-border payments after a landmark ruling determined the token was not itself a security. And so talks with American financial firms about using its on-demand liquidity products, which uses XRP for money transfers, are going to happen in the third quarter of this year. You need to know this as well too, because Ripple now sources most of its business from outside the US, obviously, with Stuart Adelroy saying that its customers and its revenue have been driven outside the US with this lawsuit. Even though we still have a lot of employees inside the US, Ripple has over 900 employees globally, with roughly half of them based inside the US. And now with clarity for XRP and for Ripple in the US, I would expect a lot of companies and a lot of banks in the US to start partnering with Ripple to move money across borders. Also, a partnership with Ripple in developing FedNow. As Crypto News Flash reported, ACI Worldwide, Volante Technologies, and Finastra, in collaboration with Ripple, have been actively engaged in developing FedNow, the instant payment system by the U.S. Federal Reserve. Among these partners, Volante Technologies, a leading provider in cloud payment solutions, has been working closely with a prominent custodian bank to conduct pilot testing of the system successfully. Now, during this phase, the two groups have extensively tested the send, receive, and bank-to-bank transfer functionality to assist banks in adapting to the upcoming network. So if the Federal Reserve, if the United States wants to be able to dominate on a global stage, they're going to have to use Ripple's technology to make it global instead of just inside the United States for transfers, because when you look at the SWIFT system, it sucks for even in the United States. It's super slow. So what is the Fed's relationship to Ripple's victory? FedNow is expected to launch on July 20th in just a few days. Meanwhile, banks can test their ability to connect to the FedNow network with Volante for offering instant payment services to their customers. And meanwhile, the U.S. Federal Reserve has announced 57 financial firms set to initially use the FedNow instant payment systems, including JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank in the United States, Bank of New York Mellon, U.S. Bancorp, and Wells Fargo. We are on track for the FedNow service launch with a strong cohort of financial institutions and service providers of all sizes in the process of completing the final round of readiness testing, said FedNow program executive Ken Montgomery. So you guys only have a few days left to prepare for this, because with Volante and CGI, both Ripple integrated partners powering FedNow and the community claiming it will benefit Ripple and XRP, we have yet to see. So some claim Volante customers can use XRP on its platform since it is integrated with Ripple. The firm has been working with Ripple to introduce payment solutions, but I think it's very obvious, guys, with this lawsuit, the outcome. Ripple partner and FedNow service provider Volante says that customers can use XRP on its platform since it's connected to Ripple, plus Volante selected for US Fedwire service provider in the cloud. So on federalreserve.gov, in response to requests for comment from the Federal Reserve on the FedNow service, we don't see anything about Ripple on here, but they say we use the term blockchain in this letter. However, we use blockchain. It could be interchanged with distributed ledger technology. Distributed ledger technology is the key here on what they're going to be using. So let's just say hypothetically that they do use Ripple. One of the major benefits of using Ripple XRP for FedNow is its fast settlement times. Ripple XRP's ledger records transaction in seconds compared to FedNow's current settlement time of up to 30 minutes. This means that payments can now be settled almost instantly, providing greater speed and convenience to the FedNow users in these banks. Another benefit is the reduction of costs associated with international payments, not just, inside the United States. That was the big issue with FedNow, because transferring overseas, that's all they could do with their technology. So they need Ripple's technology because the decentralized network allows for secure, low-cost cross-border payments, which can save money for both FedNow and its customers. So to work together, this integration would create new opportunities for faster, more efficient cross-border payments. It would allow the United States, to stay at the forefront of things. First, let's understand how XRP works, because for those of you that have asked us in previous videos, like, what is Ripple? What is XRP? Ripple is the company. It's a blockchain-based payment system that enables fast and secure cross-border transactions through their technology, and it uses XRP as a digital currency, as a cryptocurrency, and the RippleNet as a network of financial institutions. Ripple's proprietary technology called the Interledger Protocol, ILP, what I just showed you on this document that you guys can see. If I pull it up right here at the center of it all, you can see ILP, Interledger Protocol, where Ripple defines liquidity requirements with FNA. This enables financial institutions to have fast, secure transfers of funds across different payment networks and different banks that use different technology. So FedNow is allowing for instant payments to be made using a variety of payment methods, mobile wallets, digital currencies, and other payment applications. As a result, banks and other financial institutions could use FedNow to instantly settle funds between each other, thereby reducing the settlement times and costs involved in traditional payment methods. So hypothetically, if the Federal Reserve were to begin using XRP for cross-border payments and settlements, it could potentially have a positive impact on the value of XRP. This is because XRP was designed specifically for use in financial transactions and has been positioned as a solution for streamlining cross-border payments. If the Federal Reserve were to adopt XRP for their payment system, it would increase demand for the cryptocurrency, which could drive up its value. No guarantees there, obviously. There's not financial advice. Don't buy XRP, don't sell XRP. But additionally, one thing to know is since XRP allows for faster and cheaper transactions, it could also reduce costs associated with the cross-border payments, make it an appealing option for businesses and individuals, not just to use it for transfer, but to hold it and have a reserve for their banking institution, which could potentially grow their bank in value over time. So with Fed Chair Jerome Powell making a subtle nod to Ripple, so is this a coincidence or is this not a coincidence that all this is happening right now in the exact same month that FedNow is launching? So who knows if this is true, but the origin of this rumor of Jerome Powell is this user NFA.crypto shared a video clip from Fed Chair Jerome Powell's semi-annual testimony before U.S. Congress. And he asked the Fed chairman how he liked the recent concert by the Grateful Dead, an American rock band founded back in 1965. And Powell replied that he had been a Grateful Dead fan for 50 years, whereupon Congressman Wiley Nickel replied, "I found a universal truth. I like people who like the Grateful Dead." And here comes the connection to Ripple. In 2018, a video about the beginnings, Ripple founder and current executive chairman Chris Larsen declared, "We've always loved the Grateful Dead." In the video clip, Larsen also tells how he had to buy the Ripple domain from a Grateful Dead superfan who owned it because of their song Ripple. So super strange, right? Even if that is a conspiracy theory and that's not true, it's just very weird, right? It's like this matrix, how the universe works. You ever notice how the universe sometimes will connect dots, even if they're not intended intentionally to connect? It just seems like that's how it works, and that's what the grand plan is all along. So very, very weird nonetheless. So the connection is obvious no matter what, but it seems very far-fetched that it was planned, whether Powell's statements about the Grateful Dead are actually enough proof that there's some kind of cooperation between the fintech and the U.S. central bank and, FedNow. It's for everyone to judge themselves, but other statements made by Powell during the two-day hearings before the U.S. Congress about crypto were also noticeable. The Fed chair said that Bitcoin and crypto asset class appears to have staying power in the U.S. economy. Moreover, Powell remarked on the topic of stablecoins and declared that the Federal Reserve does see payment stablecoins as a form of money and that it would be approved to have a quite robust federal role in what happens in stablecoins going forward. And also there's XLS 30D, this proposal bringing automated market makers to the XRP ledger for liquidity providers that basically want to provide liquidity in XRP and other tokens. And Certic, which is a prominent player in blockchain auditing, has declared the successful completion of an all-encompassing security audit for XLS 30D. The auditing scrutinized the underlying smart contract architecture to identify possible weaknesses and assess an overall security on the AMM implementation. They said that we completed the audit of XLS 30D, and XRP Ledger is an open source decentralized public blockchain that allows for the efficient real-time transfer of XRP fiat and other digital assets. And the details they just posted said that the AMM built on the XRP Ledger meets the highest standards of security. And to date, Certic has worked with nearly 4,000 enterprise clients, secured over 360 billion worth of digital assets, and has detected nearly 70,000 vulnerabilities in blockchain code. Clients include leading projects such as Aave, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Yearn Finance, and Chiliz. And so this is going to introduce two new transaction types for AMM on XRP Ledger, which is AMM deposit and AMM withdrawal. These transactions allow users to add or remove liquidity from the AMM instance respectively, and both equal assets and single side deposits and withdrawals are supported, which are going to allow people to be able to earn extra income and passive income by being able to provide their XRP to liquidity pools. So this is going to be another massive use case for, decentralization on the XRP Ledger, with AMM's liquidity pool consisting of what's called OXP and XRP. And as if a user wants to add liquidity to the pool, they could deposit an equal dollar value of 1-to-1 of both OXP and XRP. So I could see a lot of people take advantage of this coming up very, very soon. And in my next video, I'm going to break this down a little bit more in detail for you.